Hockey. We played out that dream 1,000 times, in our basement, on the street, over a frozen lake. For some of us, it was just in our minds. We all had that dream. Championship finals, third period, tie game, breakaway. For us, that dream never dies.
All the people that keep going, and keep coming back. We have people that have been to 22 tournaments in a row. And they come, they said, that is the most fun I've ever had, I'm going again.
It took me over a year to sign up for one because I was afraid I was going to get addicted. And sure enough, this is my 9th tournament.
We ended up winning the A championship, so that was kind of cool. And I was like, oh, I got to do this again. So signed up for the next one, and the next one, and the next one. And I think I made about 19 in a row.
Just love playing the game, and I've always loved playing it. And that's why I come to a lot of these tournaments. I've been to 24 of them so far.
We came up with the concept for the draft tournament to try to get as many different people of different skill levels together and play hockey on an equal playing field. What we didn't sort of anticipate was the camaraderie that would start to develop between the players that came to these tournaments year after year.
And it really is a family. Some people I met yesterday, and you know, you generally care about the other person. You care about their well-being, and you learn about their families and what they're doing with their life, and it's instant bond.
This is my 7th, and I went to the same ones. I'd go to Vegas, and I'd go to Bremerton in the Seattle area. So you get to know the same people that go to those same tournaments, and you look forward to it every year.
It's just an unreal experience. Great people, great hockey. The talented players, I think, take great joy in helping the new players succeed out there on the ice. It's unlike any other tournament I've ever been a part, where it's competitive, but there's a spirit of, I want to see someone who's relatively new to hockey excel in it. And they do everything in their power to do it. It's contagious. Everybody's got a great attitude. More often than not, everyone's mentality is just, let's have fun, and let's just bring everybody up to the highest level that they're at.
We can have guys that have been pro, and we have guys that are beginner or co-ed. They're all inclusive. Come one, come all, and it makes, the people are what make the tournaments, and it's super fun to be a part of.
When you're done that tournament, not only will you have played a great weekend of hockey, but you're going to leave with a bunch of new friends. Like, your Facebook wall will blow up with friend requests, because the experience that you share with each other, that's really what the draft tournaments are about.
This is, I think, my 11th or something tournament, and I mean, Jasper, Canmore, Vegas are kind of my big 3.
Your first tournament, you get to know a lot of people. Your second tournament, you walk in and people now recognize you. They know your name. They give you a hug.
As soon as I could fly, I went to Canmore, but I didn't even play. I just flew out just to hang out with everybody.
You really do meet a lot of cool people. Like some people that I met in Jasper that first tournament, like I'm still great friends with. People I've met in my 4th tournament, they're still, hey, are you going to be at this tournament? Because I'm thinking about going, and I only want to go if you're going to go. And to me, that's something that doesn't happen every day. It's something special, it really is.
And I decided when I lost every game and had a great time anyway, that maybe they're on to something.
My name's Chris Parrott, and I'm one of the founders of the draft tournament. So every tournament we strive to get a unique set of jerseys, theme for each tournament. We base those on a lot of the criteria of what that city brings to the tournament. For every tournament, we come up with the designs, and then we pass those designs off to our partners, Laga Sports, and they manufacture the jerseys for us. And they give us the capabilities to make unbelievably detailed and elaborate jerseys that you can't do in a conventional manner. Working with them has been great, and it gives us such a palette to work with in designing a variety of different jerseys and pant covers and socks for every tournament, which gives every tournament that unique feel.
So my name's TJ. I'm the account manager at Laga Sports. Here in Burnaby, BC, we have a manufacturing facility where we make custom hockey jerseys. 2 years ago, Chris and the team came in and checked out our facility just to see, what do we do and how do we do it, and if this would work for draft tournament ideology of, giving people an experience that they'd never forget. And we kind of have the same philosophy. With our jerseys, it's not about the finished, okay, this color and this color. It's about the feeling you get when you wear them and when you play in them. And that's the same attitude they have when it comes to their tournaments. So it was a match made in heaven, we'll say.
Actually, it all starts with people flying from all over the world. We get some people from England here. About noon, we were out by the pool having some beer, good time, hot weather, music going.
I realized you can't just show up for the draft. You got to get there a little bit early because 2-3 days is just not enough time to spend with these people. You got to get there earlier.
So this is a practice round. Let's see who's better and what.
Yeah.
You got to analyze our technique.
Yeah, 3, 2, 1, chug. Throw it back. Get your head back there and just let it run down.
I forgot to squeeze though. I forgot the technique.
Squeeze.
I usually squeeze.
You make a funnel.
I think
she's smarter than she looks.
Oh, well, that's
I look super smart.
I came here alone. Usually I come with a couple of buddies. And I remember even my wife's like, are you going to feel weird going by yourself? I'm like, no, because I'm just going to be meeting up with people that are like family to me. Try to take a nap, but it's like Christmas Eve. Pumped. I was ready to get there, start drinking. So went down to the Shark Club.
These are your name tags. On the back you have schedules. More importantly, the first 3 drinks are on us. I'm Brent McDermott. We are at the NCHL Draft Tournament in Richmond, British Columbia. This is the 3rd time we've done it in Vancouver. We are just starting the draft tournament off. We're going to start kicking it off with drinking contests, drafting people onto hockey teams.
The whole big thing is it's a draft tournament. So they hold a draft, which is kind of cool. I've never been part of something like that before.
When all the goalies arrive, they have a drinking race to see which jerseys they want. And then they drink again, have another race to determine the first order of picks for the next round.
I am not the greatest at drinking, so I always get last pick in the first round. But it doesn't matter.
Never had a draft tournament before, and it's quite the neat experience. I got up there and I had to chug a beer without spilling. Kind of hard, and you just pick your team at random by how good they look, how well they compete. You have no idea of their hockey background. Makes it pretty fun. You get a lot of different characters and different skill levels on one given team.
That experience of being 12 years old and starry-eyed watching an all-star game, watching people being drafted, watching the NHL kind of experience was very much what drove us in all of the decisions that we made, is how do we actually create an experience that is beyond just get together and play hockey. And the draft tournament was very much from that.
When you're a young kid and you watch professional sports, there's one thing that you want to do, and you want to hear your name called, with the 4th pick, Nick Fleehart. What's more exciting than that?
So you put that jersey on after your draft round, and now you're collectively discussing who to pick in the next round.
I always like to get drafted early because I like to tell the goalie who to pick to potentially kind of work our way through things. That's how we ended up with Danny.
We asked Brett for tips, but he wouldn't give me any because we were in the same round. Classic Brett. And I've never beaten Brett before. And I killed it. And I took first in our round, which got us Nick, and it got us a whole round of people who drank really well and got a whole bunch of really good picks.
I remember the father and son duo. One of the sons is a goalie, and he had a chance to pick his dad, and he didn't.
On the way up here, I'm riding with my son. It's our first tournament together. We get up here, we're talking, and he was telling me, well, what if I don't pick you? What are you going to do?
I'm on his men's league team with him, so we're always playing together. At least once a week, we're out on the ice, and I just kind of wanted a chance to play against him a little bit and just kind of see if he can own up to all the talk he's been giving me and all the talk I've been giving him.
It was funny because the whole place just went, oh, everybody was just in awe of that somebody didn't, son didn't pick his own father. But honestly, I didn't mind. I play with him back home on some teams, so we play together a lot. So it was nice.
3, 2, 1, jump.
I don't really have a secret. I was just really thirsty. Yeah.
I was very good. Well, I had no idea of anybody, so I don't know. And I thought maybe, I said to them when I got drafted, I said, well, I hope you got good shoulders because you might be carrying me quite a bit.
Mate, I can't believe I got picked third out of fourth.
Yeah.
I thought I would have been the last.
But I just remember like lining up and seeing this jersey, like Megs and Corey and Swampy, so people that I got on really well with and never played with, and I was like sitting there going, please, please, like pick me, like donkey.
3, 2, 1, jump.
It's interesting to watch how through the night everybody just keeps bonding and bonding. You get welcomed, you get drafted onto a team. While you're on that team, all of a sudden you're buddies. You're on the same team. You're picking it together, and now you're drinking.
And then you're trying to hose your other buddies over, right? Like our team, we had a guy buying shots for all the other goalies and all the other ringers, so they can get, and then bringing water to our team, so that way we'd be hydrated. And
strategy starts on Friday night.
Well, the only problem is the more hydrated we get, we just think we can drink more. So I think it backfired on him, but we'll see tomorrow.
We've got schedule selection with the fastest time by far. By 6 seconds.
It may not be the best team, but we'll have the most fun.
Most fun! Oh, you're talking a beer? That's $5 right there, sir.
I think we have a very good balance of skill level, looks.
We got people from all over the world.
I just really wanted this jersey.
So drinking's a big part of this, and you can't cheat. So what's the proper method for drinking?
Well, I mean, a lot of it is. I mean, once you do it so many times, you kind of get a knack of it. Like, I think one thing that people try to do, they try to swallow all of it before they turn it over on the top of their head. And I just try to tell people, like, you don't have to finish. Do the chipmunk method. Yeah. Keep it all in your cheeks, and then over, and then swallow it later.
3, 2, 1, jump.
And then we line each team up individually, and we have a boat race, and the fastest team gets to pick their schedule. And for me, that's the most important one, because I don't want to wake up at 8 a.m. when I've been out all night drinking it up with my new teammates.
Look at Nick's face. Look at him open the throat. Look at these drinkers.
And then after that happens, then you come to the rink on Saturday morning and you get your pant shells and your socks and step out on the ice and you play 5 games with your buddies.
The draft tournament expanded to Vancouver in 2014 with all games played at the Olympic Oval. The Oval hosted the 2010 Olympic speed skating events and since then has become reconfigured into a multi-sports arena.
I knew 0 people on my team. Got in the dressing room, and I was like, oh yeah, I gotta meet people. So I put a case of beer in the center. As soon as people came in, I would offer them a beer as a start. That was, 10:30, 11 a.m.
When I play in these tournaments, people draft me. I got the music in the dressing room. First day I bring muffins and coffee because a lot of people, they're a little younger than me. They party a little too hard and they don't have time for breakfast. I always make sure they're well taken care of and everything.
So this is a 14 tournament and everybody plays each other once and then we'll do seeding for like a semifinals. Depending on how you win that game or lose that game depends on if you're in the A championship or B championship. The 4-team tournaments are nice because they're a little bit more intimate. You kind of really get to know everybody that's there.
You all try and get your digits?
Where are you from?
I'm from Scotland originally, but I live in England. This is the 100th Meridian, and it's a song by the Tragically Hip, which is obviously the theme. I felt that I'm going to be the worst player here, and it doesn't happen. Nobody says, oh, for God's sake, what you do. Everyone's so supportive, and everyone's just like, never mind, buddy, get it next time, come on, keep digging. Is that nobody cares how good you are, where you've played, what your gear looks like. You become a team instantly off that Friday night. As soon as you don the jersey, everybody in that team is like your best buddy.
The hockey's rad. You have your lower level players, mid-level players, upper level players, and the way the teams come, like their games were like 1 goal difference.
The people themselves, like, it's a common interest we've all got, and it doesn't matter what your ability level is, your skill level, you are so welcome into this team, and you feel like you're just part of that family right from the start, and that's what it's all about. It's just really, really good. It makes you want to come back and do it all again.
That doesn't look right at all. Oh no, that didn't feel right either. You know, everybody's ha-ha, hee-hee, and somebody bumps you or whatever. It's, oh, hey man, sorry, it's cool, it's cool. It's just all laughs, honestly, it's all laughs. You feel like family the second you step on the ice.
I caught the new nickname of BD, Vengeful Dad, so that's my nickname. And nice enough, I actually got the game-winning goal against him yesterday afternoon, so I was pretty happy about that. I celebrated a little bit, and I got to rub it in all night. So. He's been playing really good this weekend, and I just glad we got the opportunity to play against each other. And when the game first started, he came up to me, knocked me around a little bit, and I was just like, come on, like the play's down at the other end. Between the second and the third period, called me over to center ice, he tossed his gloves down, and I tossed mine down, and we just kind of started going at it.
My situation's a little unique. I'm 53 now, and I started playing 6 years ago. So at 48, 47. So I started really late in life, so I'm struggling to keep up with all the young players, but I'm having a great time.
You go from some being strangers, some being acquaintances, by the time you leave, you're all just hugging each other and saying, I can't wait to see you again. Which tournament are you going to be doing? So very successful. And that one win, I'm glad when every team gets that one win, because it's just that, there's a euphoric feeling of putting together a team, getting drunk together, hanging out together, and at least you get that one moment of victory. I've been on some teams where we didn't win any. Still fun, but getting that one win is a definitely pretty awesome moment. It brings the team together and it makes the trip fully worth it. Like, you already walk away feeling like this is a great trip, but to get a victory is kind of cool.
This is the story of the tournament right here. Down 3-0, we're gonna tie this shit and win. Let's go, boys.
Then you got to slide lower to the top of the circle in the slot.
I don't like being on the sidelines. I want to be in the game. That's what I love about hockey. I'm not like a hardcore follow a team or whatever. I'd rather be playing than watch. In 8 tournaments, I've been in 6 A finals, and I have won none of them. So there's a rumor that I'm cursed right now. I think today's the day. We're playing our semifinal shortly, and we're gonna break the curse. I've got the team that's gonna do it here. I'm telling you, Vancouver 2016, the curse, it's gonna be broken.
Taking our time, we were putting the pressure on. They're on their heels, and towards the.
I'll get you some paper towel, buddy.
So towards the third period, they really turned the pressure on.
As a kid, I was paralyzed from the neck down, so hockey wasn't really an option for me. I had a very rare, I was the only one in Canada at the time, skin and muscle disease, where every muscle in my body basically was just eaten away to nothing until I was paralyzed. I had a 4-point game in the Game of Thrones theme, 2 goals, 2 assists, and our ringer from this tournament, Rochi Pringles, he set me up for a lot of those. It was a big game for me. 4 points against some of these players. I mean, some of these guys have played like pretty high-level hockey in the dub and stuff like that. So for a guy like me who's only been playing for a year or two to pot some good goals and get some apples, I was pretty happy with that.
Being able to watch these tournaments evolve from day one, from our first tournament to now, we've gotten really good at doing the operations part of it, of dialing it in, of picking locations for the tournament, of organizing it and getting the party going, getting it going well. But the one thing that makes our tournament such a huge success has nothing to do with us. It wasn't something that we counted on. What we thought is we would put a really fun concept together. We would operate it very well. We would put it on, we would host it very well, and people would have fun. That's kind of where we came out at. What we weren't counting on was that people would come, they would bond, they would have fun, and they would want to do it again. And so they've done it again, and what is formed is a family. Our draft tournaments are not hockey tournaments anymore. They're more like a family reunion of hockey players. And people keep coming back. And even when you've come for your first time, you're walking into a family reunion of people who love these experiences. They're there, they're pumped, they show up ready to go, they show up friendly, fun, and excited about it, and they embrace every one of the new people into the tournament. They embrace them into the concept, and then you get caught up in it in the draft party, and all of a sudden you're taken away on this experience of hockey with a bunch of people that absolutely love being there. The draft family was not something we counted on, and it is absolutely the most important part of why these tournaments are a success, why they're so much fun, and why they're not repeatable outside of this experience.
Vancouver 2016 ended with the Fireworks winning the B final and the Little Bones taking the A. Danny didn't break her curse. The Ironman got the last laugh.
Honestly, I'd say my favorite part was our comeback in the semifinals and then Jimbo capping it off. It was a pretty awesome moment. And just Jimbo of all people getting that winning goal. Iron Man. And then singing I Am Iron Man.
I'd say my favourite part was meeting some fantastic people and surviving.
Yeah.
It was my first tournament, and I heard that when you come, it just feels like a big family, and that's totally awesome. Everybody played with whatever kind of skill that they did, but they did it with confidence, which rocked it. My favorite part was actually at the draft tournament, being in round 2 and being the only person left for grabs with our goalie's dad. And I was completely shocked that he picked me. And I feel like it was a great choice on your part.
Best part is coming back and seeing all my friends, my 21st in a row. And getting mobbed after the game winner.
This is my 6th tournament, and I think this has been my favorite group as far as going on. And it went to the ice too, because I thought we really passed the puck and there was no negativity, you know, like that.
You know, coming up, meeting all you guys, and just feeling so welcome in a group that's really great players, you know, so it was awesome. Everybody's so cool.
Great group, very happy with the team. No puck hogs, except maybe me. Yeah, I'm very happy. Great group of people that made the whole weekend.
I'm probably gonna have to say fighting my dad to center ice. Also, probably getting all the crap afterwards, after the draft, and him making me do a bunch of stuff for him. But no, honestly, just getting to know everyone. I wasn't knowing what to expect coming in, and it was just a great experience overall. Like, everyone's just great here. It was a great time.
This is my 3rd tournament, and just love everyone here and just hanging out, drinking beer at the pool at 2 a.m. and surviving the first night. It was enjoyable.
Well, my 7th favorite moment was when I got handed the Bones jersey. That was pretty cool. I was pretty excited to be on this team. I saw who was on here, and I was really super excited to be picked to be on this team. The other thing that's really cool was coming back from deficit 3 times. 3-0 and 2-0.